Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm your friend and host Uttam Chaudhary, and you have started to watch my channel Excel to Excellence. Now, in the series of Excel Quick Buys, today we are going to talk about something called a feature called Consolidate. This is a feature in Excel which allows you to consolidate data from multiple sheets in the same template just in a flick of second. So this feature is going to help you consolidate data if you're getting data from say multiple sources in the common template, and how would you put them together and consolidate and probably make a report out of it. So before we continue, please do subscribe my channel. Please like my videos, send your comments, and do not forget to click on the notification button so that as soon as I drop any video, you get the notification immediately and you do not miss out anything. Thank you so much. Now, before we continue, let's understand this sheet a little bit. You would see about four sheets of sales data coming in from different region. One is from north, other one from south, and then east and west. Yeah, you have different sales data from January till December for the items like shoes, t-shirts, trousers, and track pants. And you have the same data coming in from your south region, east, and west. Now, um, you would want to actually consolidate and put all the data together. Now, uh, the other way is, or probably the longer way, or the not a very efficient way, would be you copy all of them together manually, kind of just go and add. So I've created one another table in where you can go and manually kind of just go and create all of these together, and probably you can go ahead and do like sum, and then you go to north one by one. You might want to kind of do that, and then do it for south, and then east. So it's west then, and then you kind of go and do it together. This is really long, and if it's a big report for probably you have more items, imagine what kind of time you're going to take on this. So just to make things simpler, what there's an option called consolidate. Now, if you use this option, you really don't need to do anything. The data is going to come just so quickly. You'll be amazed to see that. Yeah, so just kind of select this, and we can go to something called, well, the tab called data. Under that, go to data tools. Under that, you have something called consolidate option. Now, if you have this option, you can just go. It asks for what function do you want to use. Do you want to add sum, count, average, minimum, maximum? So in this case, we want to do the sum of all the four sheets. And then I'm going to go ahead and select, say, the entire field for north. Now, the good part is as soon as I add this, you got to click on add. As soon as you do that, the best part is the south automatically shows up because it's the same template, right? And then you do for the east, you don't have to really now go ahead and select the whole thing. It just comes up, and then you go ahead and say, click on add. Yeah. Now I have to select this so that it takes the top row and the left row as well. As soon as I do that, you see what happens? It automatically adds up the data. Yeah. It just brings your information so quickly, you don't really have to do anything. Yeah, it just comes up so quickly. Okay, so this was one way of doing thing, but this has, um, it's quite quick, but this has one disadvantage. The disadvantage is that this just adds up the data and it brings out into a static way. In case if I have to, make some changes back into north and south, it doesn't reflect here because this data is not linked. It brings out in the static fashion. Okay, so let me do it one more time and show you what really can you do to ensure that the data is now in the dynamic fashion. You can go to consolidate, and obviously I'm not going to change the data range, because obviously we have north, south, east, west is all the same data range that we are looking here. Only thing that we now need to do is you need to click on create link to data source or source data. What it does is it really brings up the data in a way that this is dynamic in nature. And if you look at the plus signs here, this is actually copying the data from the source. So if I have to look at January, what it is doing is it is actually taking the data from the first sheet, and then the second sheet, third sheet for January, fourth sheet for January, and then adding it up here. So if I press F2, you would see that this is getting added. And if you look here, it is actually given the reference of the sheet given on the sheet, like north, south, east, and west. Same goes with t-shirt, trousers, track pants. So what it does is it's actually created the reference, and then it is adding up here. So the good part is now you can open each of these and look at what is the numbers for each particular region there. And the good part is that now if I make the change here, now just make a note that this is 19,169. So in case if I make a change here, say I like make it like a real big data, say 20,000 here. Yeah, see what happens. Do you see this data changing from 16,000 something? It has just changed to 34,000. Yeah, 19,000. I'm sorry. So basically, you're making changes in the source data, and it automatically reflects up into your consolidation. And the good part is, as soon as you see these two buttons here, so as soon as you click on button 2, it obviously expands everything down there. And if you click on button number 1, it consolidates and kind of collapses the entire range and gives you the summary here. Yeah, so this is very dynamic in nature, where it links to the data source as soon as you make changes into the data source, and this would reflect immediately. So this is quite good, say in case if you have, say, if you're working in an office where you have asked different regions, so say many different regions, you've given a template to fill this data, and they have actually sent it to you. As soon as you get the data, the first thing that you will think is, oh my god, how do I kind of add all the sheets together? There's a lot of manual work involved there. But if you use consolidate, because they are going to send it to you in the template that you have provided, and consolidate would actually bring that together in so quickly. Yeah. So I hope this video was useful. Please let me know through your comments. Please do like my videos and subscribe my channel. Do press on the notification button so that as soon as I drop any new video, you do not miss out anything. Thank you so much.